Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel, Vermeer Girl. Today we're going to be making a Valentine mailbox for my son. Okay, so I wasn't necessarily planning on making a Valentine's Day video. Here we are. I am tasked with making a mailbox for my son to receive Valentine's at daycare. So I happened to have a box already. This was actually something I was going to recycle because it was something my husband and I, we DIY'd our entire wedding reception, and one of the theme elements was vintage travel stuff, and so we made this little, well, we had this little box, and it's just like it's like a little postcard mailbox, and we had these little cute postcards. Let me see if I can grab one. Cute little vintagey postcards. People could write us a sweet message like to the happy couple and stick it in the box. We got to keep all of the sweet messages, but we have no use for the box. Anyway, so I'm going to repurpose this, and that will be that for my son's Valentine's Day. Valentine's, how do you make it boyish? Like, I don't know, I'm a boy mom, so like I need to learn these things, right? I grew up in a house of 3 girls, so a little bit of new territory, but I have some ideas. We're going dinosaur theme.
I went ahead and drew lines where I needed to make cuts with my X-Acto knife around the mail slot on the box top. After I drew the lines, I placed my self-healing cutting mat underneath the craft paper and made the cuts with the knife very carefully. Be sure to keep your other hand out of the way. With the cuts made, I was able to place the box top back into place and fold the paper over the edges of the mail slot. I used double stick tape to hold the paper in place. Then, using a technique similar to gift wrapping, I folded the paper over the corners as tightly as possible. Lots of folding, creasing, and manipulating to get it to sit right. I started with both of the shorter sides before moving on to the longer ones. I cut off any excess as I went so there wouldn't be any unnecessary bulk, and I used double stick tape to secure the paper to the box top there as well. So the only thing I knew going into this was that I wanted the Valentine mailbox to be dinosaur themed. But what did that entail? Okay, but really, all I knew was that I had certain materials to work with and that my son seems to like his dinosaur themed clothing and whatnot. I'm not the best at drawing, that's more of my husband's strength. I therefore chose to draw a Stegosaurus dinosaur because I thought I wouldn't be able to mess it up too much. I started in pencil, but then I realized that my viewers on YouTube wouldn't be able to see that on dark red cardstock. So I switched to pen. Here he is. His tail needs to be a little lower, so here I'm outlining the correct tail. I cut out my Stegosaurus, but without his spikes. Let's remember, this is for a daycare Valentine exchange, and we are also not aiming for scientific or historical accuracy. I usually shoot my videos during nap time, and it was my turn to keep an eye on the baby monitor. My brilliant idea, if I could call it that, was to use my Papercraft punch of flowers to cut out the black spikes for the Stegosaurus. The black petals of the would-be flowers were actually just the right shape. I just needed to cut them apart after punching them out. I used double stick tape to line the top of the Stegosaurus form, and then I started sticking the larger flower petals onto the very top of the dinosaur's hump and fanning out the smaller petals toward his neck and his tail. And then I gave him a teeny tiny smile. I played with how to set the scene for our little dinosaur. I used one of my craft paper scissors to get a fun jagged edge on this green paper for some grass. I positioned our Stegosaurus friend so that he was contrasted against the light blue part of the plaid paper. Then I decided, since it's for Valentine's Day, we needed some hearts. I rough cut some hearts out of some of the pink cardstock I had on hand. Then I arranged some of the hearts on the front of the box and attached them with double stick tape. And last but not least, I used a cute font to handwrite my son's name on 4 of the hearts. And, you guessed it, attached those with double stick tape too. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out.
I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if I'm on the right track with these DIYs. And please go ahead and subscribe if you'd enjoy more DIY content. I post as often as I can, having a 15-month-old and a full-time job. So anyway, ciao for now.